Hello and welcome to PlayStation Grenade. So you've 100% completed the single player campaign of Red Dead Redemption 2? Nah, neither have I. There's too much to do. Well, Red Dead Online is fast approaching, and although we don't have all the facts yet, we do know quite a few things about the online portion of our Cowboy adventure. Here's 25 things you should know about Red Dead Online. Above all else, the most important point about online, there's a story, a narrative to follow with branching paths and subplots. We all know the story of the Wild West is the highlight of the single player portion of the game, and that lore will continue into online, allowing us to play a personal part in that story. As you'd expect, NPCs will give us missions, just like in GTA Online, but story arcs will be prevalent. The interactions have been described as cause and effect. For example, a mission setup could include stealing snakebite anti-venom, something quite small, but once in possession, crossing snake-infested areas becomes less daunting. Cause and effect. To go alongside the story element online, we will be our own unique character. This Wild West story will be personalised. We can choose our facial features, our stances, and of course our dress sense. It's uncertain about our facial hair and if it will grow in the open world just like in single player, but we can visit the barbers to rectify that at any point. As we all know, there are two types of people in this world, men with beards and women. Which one are you? Oh, and a super quick point here, emotes have been confirmed. Let's hope they introduced the dab. That was a thing in the 1800s, wasn't it? Microtransactions have been confirmed. Remember those shark cards in GTA Online? Yeah, of course you do. Whether you hated them or absolutely hated them, they are likely to make a return in Red Dead Online. My guess would be buffalo cards. Rockstar have looked into other ways to catch a whale and looked into Fortnite's way to monetize. Sadly, selling cosmetic items won't really work in Red Dead Online, well, at least not to the same extent. GTA and Red Dead are all about the divide between the haves and the have-nots, whether that's through hard work and perseverance or through buying your way to the top. Microtransactions are here to stay. There's no doubt there will be a huge revenue stream for Rockstar. Whether they allow it to break the game, we'll have to wait and see. Another memory of GTA Online you may have are the server issues. Remember being stuck in the clouds loading and searching for lobby space? Sometimes you'd be straight back into the world, other times you'd be forced to wait, and wait, and wait, you get the idea. Once the beta period is complete, these issues should be a thing of the past, as Rockstar hasn't scrimped on server technology and have teamed up with a highly reputable company to maximise server responsiveness. I'm talking about GTA Online quite a lot because that's the basis of the world Red Dead Online draws from. Every little thing Rockstar has learned from that game has been improved and updated before becoming part of Red Dead. A huge point many players are wary of is the grind. When GTA 5 went online, it was a revelation, but the grind to make money was always present. Unless you bought those bloody shark cards, of course. Rockstar seemingly took this to the next level during the last 12 months of GTA Online, with the level of grind needed to compete with real money players, breaking the game for many casual players. Personally, I stopped playing GTA Online for two reasons. The biggest was the disadvantages of refusing to put real money into the game, and the other was the lack of heists. Oh, segue. Without a doubt, heists are coming to Red Dead Online. I've asked as many people as I know about their favourite moments in GTA Online, and almost all agree the heists are the crown jewel of online play. In Red Dead Online, these will continue in all the ways you'd expect. Train heists, bank robberies, jailbreaks. It's uncertain how many heists we can access at launch, but one thing from GTA Online is certain. Every time a new heist was added, the user base doubled, and players returned to experience those bank jobs and heists with their friends. So how would they work? Just like in the single player portion, we need to complete setup missions to be ready for the main quest. For example, we'd need to steal a shipment of high explosives and connect them to support beams to take down a train, or maybe we'd need an air balloon to keep an eye on our targets, who most likely won't ever look up. Flight wasn't a human capability back then, so no one checks above them. Speaking of the air balloon, one of the only drawbacks to Red Dead Redemption 2 is the numerous hours spent riding to each location. I personally rode for over 20 hours during my playthrough of the single player campaign. Rockstar have said they are looking into quicker ways to move around the map online. Although we don't have any confirmation yet, I'm expecting that hot air balloon to be a quick way to get from, say, Saint Denis to Blackwater. The air balloon mechanic is only present in the main game during a single mission, and that is underutilized to say the least. Another way to traverse the map is that done in a little game called Fallout 76. They have a very similar issue as their world doesn't have high-speed cars or air travel. Instead, Fallout uses the map to click on a teammate or gang member and instantly travel to their location. That would likely be too easy to use to grief other players in Red Dead Online, so I'd expect 4 or 5 markers around the world which can be travelled to quickly, likely our camp or hideout. There'll be a few single-player crossover elements in Red Dead Online. Rockstar have confirmed all wildlife will remain in the online experience. Hunting missions have also been confirmed, allowing us to track down mythical beasts with our friends. Similarly with fishing, because look how exhilarating that is. Each to their own, I suppose. Crafting has been confirmed in Red Dead Online. Should our gang need medicines or other pre-heist buffs, we can craft them using recipes and items found around the world, such as herbs, which I've just found out is pronounced herbs in the US. That sounds so much cooler than herbs. Herbs. I love it. As in the single player mode, horses have different stats and other benefits, but that won't be our only way to move around the open world. We can ride with our gang on a simple wagon or upgrade it to a chariot for improved, horsepower? Wagons with Gatling guns attached are confirmed too, but they'll be a bit pricey. Boats, the aforementioned air balloons, and flying machines found broken around the world could also be other ways to move around the world. A few Rockstar devs have suggested we may be responsible for those flying machines working in the 1900s. I've already said too much. Move on. We are going to need somewhere to keep these fine vehicles. How about a 3-story garage? Okay, so that wasn't really a thing back then, but we are able to buy properties around the game world, which will act as a home base or a gang hideout. Picking the right location will also net us a stable or a barn to hide our wagons and home our horses. Speaking of horses, brand new species of horses will be added to the online game, and these will only be accessible online. If you don't know your Hungarian half-blood from your Cantonese warm-blood, now's the time to research. Thanks Google. I made one of those up, by the way. Here's a very important point. A few weeks ago, I made a joke that eventually a flying unicorn that poops rainbows will be added to Red Dead Online. Well, I actually got a response. In short, the time period of 1899 will not be broken by events or items, meaning my unicorn won't ever make it into Red Dead Online. Am I upset? Hell no. This is bloody great. Look at what GTA Online became. Back to the Future flying cars, jetpacks, men in arseless chaps. I digress. The point is, the time period is king. It may borrow from 10-20 years in the future, but nothing more. Except maybe aliens and time travel. Once again, I've said too much. Move on. The term used to describe Red Dead Online is roleplay and harmony. Again, using GTA Online as the benchmark, that could not be further from the truth, as many of us had our experience ruined by griefers, and those people who derive enjoyment from ruining the experience of others. Rockstar have noticed the toxic members of the community and are actively trying to rectify that in Red Dead Online. They've even suggested that those types of players will return to GTA Online soon after. I'll keep my fingers crossed on that one. Red Dead Redemption 2 uses a snap-to-target aiming system which eliminates skill with weaponry. Long story short, a 3-year-old could headshot you, it's that easy to play. So stopping griefing is quite difficult because there's no skill involved. But how can it be stopped? Well, it's quite simple actually. Punishment of said griefers. Red Dead Online brings across the witness system and the wanted levels from the solo campaign. If you're seen killing another player unlawfully, expect the Popo to track you down. The Sheriff and the Pinkertons will be onto you soon enough. If we are continuously being hunted by a griefer, we have the option to tell the law enforcement, who will double their efforts to track down that player, placing a nice bounty on their heads for any other player to collect. The Red Dead town isn't big enough for the both of us griefers. Pack your bags and get back to GTA Online. Anyone here a fan of Red Dead Revolver? Back in the first iteration of Red Dead Online, it was possible to see characters from that game added to online. This was done through DLC, through the Legends and Killers pack. This brought favourites Jack Swift, Buffalo Soldier, and even Nate Harlow into online. Could this happen again in the updated version of Red Dead Online? We shall wait and see. Going back to the story for a moment, it has been confirmed our first mission online is none other than a jailbreak. We've already seen a few of those in the single player campaign. This will set up the outlaw mentality instantly, but how will you play it? Outlaw until the end or lovable rogue? Tough choice. Red Dead Online will begin with 50 levels of progression to unlock. It's unclear if that will be the end of it, or if the number will continue like in GTA Online. Like in previous games, each rank unlocks a new item, whether that's something aesthetic like a hat, maybe your satchel capacity can be increased, or even a legendary weapon or two. If there has to be a grind, there has to be a reward. As you'd expect, a bucket load of game modes will be added to Red Dead over time. Your nemesis will be tracked, races will be available, team deathmatch returns, all the usual you'd expect, with a noticeable addition. Battle Royale. I know it was technically in the original Red Dead Online through the King of the Hill mode, but as Battle Royale has taken over the world, it's only right that the Cowboys lay down their claim. As the game has that snap to aiming mechanic, this won't be as try-hard as Call of Duty's Blackout or even Fortnite's Battle Royale. This should be more about fun than skill. At launch later this month, servers will support 32 players, but expect that number to increase throughout 2019. A smooth beta launch is the only thing Rockstar are missing from their impressive resume. Once the beta period concludes, and due to the sheer size of the map, more players will be added, it's almost certain. Speaking of players, when you and your gangmate team up, you'll create a posse. You can pit your posse against other gangs in the game world, whether that's AI controlled or straight up warfare with other real life human beings. But who will be the boss of your gang of outlaws? Should you feel up to the task, duels are included online. So yeah, if you want to change the pecking order in your posse, duel for it. Want to see who has to buy the new wagon for a heist? Duel for it. Who has the best beard? Duel for it. You get the idea. Red Dead Online will include events and limited time modes at different points around the year. I doubt we'll get snowfall on Christmas Day, well this year at least, but Halloween inspired zombie apocalypse will likely arrive next year, and other events at regular intervals. Everything is designed to keep us coming back to the Wild West for years to come. So there we have it, 25 things you should know about Red Dead Online. Everything begins late November 2018 and will likely run for years to come. I don't know why I'm still talking now because no one stays until the end, so I'm literally talking to myself. Yay, anyone still here? Hello? Anyone? If you're here, write till the end in the comments. I'll do my best to comment back. I'm Adam from PlayStation Grenade, it's been a bloody pleasure. I'll see you online.